I'm here today at the magnificent rock of Cashel, which is a very significant early Irish settlement. Now, we're sitting on the top of a hill, could be a rock, overlooking the town of Cashel, which is down there, inside the enclave, which is in a walled enclosure. She's just got the most wonderful set of buildings. So the first one we're going to go into is this pointed arch door here. To right, I think we've got one of the cathedrals. You can see the lots of windows.
Do you need some help?
See some beautiful carved detailing on the tops of the columns to the doorway, and a lovely barrel vaulted ceiling. You can see a little face there and the detailing. More faces all around the columns. And then this looks into the great crossing of the cathedral, the tower, the beautiful vaulting. It's later made into a residence. You can see this beautiful plasterwork. I'm guessing this is from when the place was made into a house. At the top of the round tower. Past the crossing. I'm guessing that's the east end. And this is one of the transepts. Lots of details high up. This is where we came from. Actually, as a correction to my previous short video, I actually think this is the eastern end of the cathedral. I mistakenly said it was a transept, but the way I came in, I think, was at the west end with a massive crossing tower, and there was a western tower that we came in, and then this we have more of the things you'd expect to see in the chancel where the high altar would have been. Now we have gravestones. It's a very holy place to be buried, and you can see the remains of seating and the grand tomb there. A beautiful row of windows with little sculptures, and above that some lights. Now also, just have a look at this tower. There's several rows of there would have been a clerestory where people could walk around at one level, but then there's even higher entries right up there in the tower. There was a spiral staircase I saw that you used presumably to get up to the tower. Anyway, this is the chancel of the cathedral, 13th century cathedral at Cashel. And looking down into the rest of the church. And from outside the chapel, so the chapel's just here, and outside that you can see they've built the massive cathedral right next door in the 13th century. There's not much space between the two. But now we're just going to go inside the beautiful chapel and have a look around. You can see the barrel vaulted roof. Beautiful mouldings. See the beautiful detailing. Fabulous doorway here into a side chapel, I guess. And then pièce de résistance, the east end. With its stunning archway leading into it. See the remains of some paintwork there. Carvings. Beautiful seating arches. And fantastic carvings at the top of each of the arches. Vaulting. And then the end wall. See that fantastic detailing. So this would have once been very brightly coloured. Look at those fantastic carvings. So you can see the remains of some of the paint. And this gives an idea of what they think it might have looked like. And then looking back from the eastern end towards stunning. There's also a beautiful tomb at the end, which I'm just going to go close to. And finishing our tour of this beautiful chapel, I just want to show you the other entrance side that we all came in through, with the wonderful detailing to the doorway. And then you've got the fabulous tower. You can see it a lot better from this side, so you can get a bit more distance on it. So you can see there's lovely corbels with, originally would have had carved heads, detailing at the tops of the columns on the blind arches, and then you've got the detailing to the top of the doorway here, some sort of animal, ass maybe, and then this beautiful detailing. It's absolutely stunning. And I'm just going to walk back a little to give you a view of the whole chapel. And there we see, oh sorry, the entrance. See the sloping roof. It's like not a straight triangle, it's like a sloping pointed arch triangle. A fabulous tower. I'm just going to walk this way a little bit to see the town from the other angle. And what you can see is that this fantastic church is, in fact that's a different tower to the other one. There's two towers, of course. So we saw a tower on the other side, and there's a tower on this side, and we're right smack bang next to the massive cathedral that was built in the 13th century. So I think they said the chapel was built in the 11th century, and what a stunner it is. I haven't seen anything like this in terms of Romanesque architecture in Ireland yet, so this is pretty extraordinary. So I'm just going to go around to see it from the front, looking past a gravestone, so you can see two towers of this fabulous church. I'm so glad they kept it. Often when they built a new cathedral, they just bulldozed the old one and built over the top of it. But in this case, you've got this fabulous early Romanesque building right next to the Gothic cathedral.